Kevin Wells with North Group Real Estate. Thank you for clicking on this video. Wanted to go over a few items that I think will help you in increasing the value in your home. They're items I've seen that have helped previous sellers of mine, and also items that I have seen that my buyers focus on more often than not when they walk into a home. So I thought I'd share these 10 quick items with you. And if you find it helpful, and if you're thinking about purchasing or selling a home, please give me a call at 864-430-2451. So let's get into it. So the first item on my list is create space. And what I mean by this is you want to create an atmosphere where when people walk in, they don't feel cramped. You can have a huge house and still feel cramped if you have too much clutter. So take away some of the tables or chairs or plants or whatever you may have that may be blocking pathways into your home or throughout the home. Another thing to do is to also take down some of the pictures from the wall and make sure that you excuse me, patch those up and paint over them. I'm not saying take down all your family photos. I know that's been a thing of the past for realtors to say that, but you don't need to do that because that still gives it a homey feeling, which is what they're looking for, at least a buyer is. So don't take them all down, just make them look as uniform as possible. Second one is landscaping. I know this kind of goes without saying, but you don't want your outside to look trashy, or what's going to happen is they're going to do a drive-by and keep driving. That or they're going to take away money right off the bat, right off in their head that, oh, this person doesn't take care of the yard. So take care of that much needed, those much needed shrubs, possibly put, the trees, any landscaping whatsoever, cut your grass, weed eat, do all those small, simple things. If you have a tree or a shrub that's died, replace it. It's not too terribly expensive to do that. And don't worry about spending $100, $200 on something like that, because that can cause people to walk into your house versus walking away. All right. Number 3, lighting. That's a big one. Lighting is a huge item nowadays. People want for the home to feel cozy, it has to be well lit. So if it's not well lit, try to find some bulbs such as LED lights, or the new, what are they called? I'm having a brain fart right now. The white light bulbs. I've been installing those in my own home, but I also encourage my sellers to do the same throughout the home, especially in dark areas, because just sometimes you can't do anything about a dark area, right? So what do so the next best thing is to do that, and that does help. Number 4 that I have here is make sure you keep up with routine maintenance. During a home inspection, the home inspector is going to be looking at all these items, such as your roof, your window sills, HVAC, plumbing, electric, and just everything in general. They're going to go through it all. So make sure you're keeping up with your routine maintenance. That'll create less items on your home inspection list, which gives the buyer the idea that you've kept really good care of your home, and it's worth every single bit that they're paying for it, or willing to pay for it, before they even submit an offer. Now I do want to say something. Getting a new roof or getting a new HVAC doesn't necessarily add value, at least not a lot of value, because it's kind of like, when you buy a car, when you sell a car, the car has to have a roof. It has to have tires to drive. If it doesn't have that, it's worth less, So, and the way it's always been taught to me, and the way I always teach it is, if you're buying a home at $300,000, and if there's 2 homes at $300,000, and one of them has a new roof and a new HVAC, and yours is 10 years old or 20 years old or about to expire in, with its time frame, then which house are they going to choose? The one that's ready to go. All right. The other one is going green. There was an appraisal research paper kind of published a while back, and basically said that going green can add a pretty significant amount to your value. So, and when you hear that from an appraisal, from a group of appraisers, that is something to listen to, because those guys are the ones who determine what the ultimate value of the home is through their evaluation. Your entrance. Here's the deal. Paint that front door a different color. Make it stand out from the rest of the house, so that when people walk up, they're excited, they're amazed, they're like, oh, I can't wait to get in, I can't wait to open this door. This is a place I can call home. The average buyer typically makes their decision within the first 7 seconds. 7. Not 5 minutes, not 10 minutes, 7 seconds. So that entryway is very important. So make sure you're doing that. Number 7, new flooring. If you have, I should say updating actually, depending on what your neighbors are doing as well. But put down some new LVP. It's not that expensive. It's not as expensive as hardwoods or engineered hardwoods, but they're about as thick. They also, one good thing about them is that they are also water and scratch resistant. Notice I didn't say waterproof or scratch proof. They can do that, but it takes a lot more to do it. And I can tell you that from experience. But if you have older carpet or something like that, just get rid of it. I know that sounds like it may be a couple $1,000 for you to do something like that, but that's going to give you a lot of bang for your buck when you go to sell your home. And plus, buyers, when they walk in, they don't want to have to do anything. So, and if we price your home well, there's a very good possibility, based on the market, you may get over asking price. Wouldn't that be great? I know it would be. I would. I'd like that. The other thing is updating bathrooms and kitchen. And that kind of goes without saying, but if you have that 1970s look, it's time to update, time to upgrade. So go ahead and make that happen. Get some granite countertops in there, some cultured marble in the bathrooms. Instead of having the sheet vinyl, instead put down some, or I have seen carpet in some homes, believe it or not, in the bathrooms. Put down the LVP or put down tile. It all depends on your neighborhood, though. So again, that's just something that I can go through with you when I meet you in person or when we're talking on the phone about updates. But the point here is to try to make your home as new-like as possible and as upgraded as possible compared to your neighbors. The next one is paint, neutral paint. You can see behind me, I have a neutral gray, but beiges, grays, all those go together very well, or not go together necessarily, but those are kind of the in colors for right now in the market, and it presents well when you have a buyer walk in your door. So fresh paint will always be an attractive factor. Not necessarily adding value, but it will be an attractive value for your home, which again will make people look at as more brand new like, more new like, so they're going to want to make a better offer. And then finally, remove any questions that any buyer may have. It's called the what's that factor. What is that? Why is that crack there? Why is a crack on the door? Why is a step broken? What happened here? It looks like a leak on what's that space? What's that place on the ceiling? Get all that fixed before you list your home, because if you do not, what happens in all these buyers' heads is your price is right here and their price just went down, and that's the value that they're looking at your house like as. So make sure that you're keeping those what's that factor questions out of the picture. All right, so those are 10 factors. Long story short, with all that being said, and I kind of said it earlier, is what you really are striving to do here is you are striving to make your home as new-like or feel as new-like as possible. And the better you're able to do that, the more money I'm going to be able to get you for your home, the more money we're going to be able to net in your pocket. We're going to be able to move in the time frame that you're looking in, and I'm going to be able to help you do this as effortlessly as possible. And that's what I do best. So give me a call at 864-430-2451. I'd be more than happy to help you, your family, friends, or coworkers with buying or selling their home. Thank you.